His name is Sidney H. Smith III, and before he became a testimony, he was a man collapsing in darkness. Sidney grew up in Oakland, California. His biological father was out of the picture. His stepdad was there, but not much of a father. And even though his mother worked hard to provide, something inside Sidney still ached for love, attention, and peace he could not find. By age 12, that pain had already gone deep. He swallowed a bottle of pills, desperate for someone to notice the hurt inside him. That wound did not disappear. It grew, and later, drugs became his escape. What started as a way to numb pain became a prison. Crack cocaine swallowed his life. He became a dealer, a thief, a fugitive, an inmate. Even a father who walked away from his own child just to get high. Years passed, then more years passed, and what began as pain became nearly 30 years of addiction, shame, and destruction. He moved from California to Mississippi, hoping life might change, but addiction followed him there too. He married a woman named Judy. But even love could not save a man who had not yet surrendered. He went to prison. He got out. He fell again. And by then, his life looked like the kind of story people stop believing can ever be repaired. Then came Mercy House in Georgetown, Mississippi, a faith based recovery center, a last chance, a place where they spoke about Jesus, surrender, and starting over. Sidney had heard enough promises by then to doubt everything. But one day, at 42 years old, standing alone in his dorm room, ready to walk out and throw recovery away, he finally broke. He shouted, God, if you are who they say you are here, you need to show up right now because I'm done. And in that moment, everything changed. No bright light, no booming sound, just a crushing wave pressing down on him. The weight of everything he had done, everything he had become, everything he could no longer carry. And then, just as suddenly, it lifted, and Sidney knew God had heard him. That day, the chains did not just loosen, they broke. Not because his past disappeared, not because consequences vanished overnight, but because for the first time his cry was real. He was done manipulating, done pretending, done running, and when he truly surrendered, God met him there. Sidney later understood why that moment changed everything. Because that was the first time he had truly surrendered, not asked for escape, not asked for a shortcut, surrendered. And from that day forward, God began rebuilding the life addiction had destroyed. The addict became sober. The prisoner became free. The broken man became a counselor, helping others out of the same darkness. So if you feel too far gone, remember Sydney, the boy from Oakland, the addict in Mississippi, the man in a dorm room at Mercy House who cried out to God and found that grace was still waiting for him. Because the chains may have been strong, but God was stronger.